Hi everyone, it's Kai. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new speed build video. Today's video is going to be building a fairy cottage for The Sims 4 fairy collab hosted by the lovely and my friend Juby Sims, who is a very talented builder. You guys should definitely check her out. But this collab contains a lot of participants, which I will read now, which consists of me, AI Builder or I Builder, Lava Cake, Bailey Laza, Grenade Sims, Juby Sims of course, Katie Nuki Sims, Lazy Build Sims, Sag Sims, Gardenova Sims, Sildavia _Sil, The Sims Scroll, Simply Tierra, Johanna Sims, Elena Michelle, Sim Coconut Gal, Arella Dia, Cozy Simmer, D David Sim, Flower the Weirdo, Jade Ayla Sims, Simmerala Creative, Stassi J Sims 4, Suspect Celery, Yvonne or Evie Sims, Maron Stone, and Mrs. Symbol B. And these are very talented people. Some of them I know who are already my friends. Some of them I have met for the first time through Instagram. So this is basically an Instagram collab, which is consisting or it revolves around the concept of fairies. And this is a pretty amazing collab. So thank you so much, Juby Sims, or Juby, for inviting me to this collab. And I think I actually volunteered to be in this collab. But anyways, this was such a wonderful collab, and I really hope that you guys will like this build. It is a fairy house or fairy cottage for a single sim in Glimmerbrook, I believe is what it's called, which is the world that came with the Sims 4 Realm of Magic game pack. It is a wonderful pack. I really like the aesthetics of this world, and that's why I decided to build in it. I figured that since I built a lot of houses in other worlds such as New Crest, Willow Creek, Windenburg, and stuff like that, I figured that it will be like better for a change in the building style. And we are building in Glimmerbrook, and this is a 30 by 20 lot. I believe it is a lot belonging to an existing household that came with the pack. I am not sure of what their name is, but it consists of a couple of like witch and wizard. So it is a pretty nice lot in my opinion. But unfortunately this house only can hold one sim, of course, because it is a small build. I decided to build a small fairy cottage because you know, thinking of fairies, they usually are small, but if you have to have like small sims in the Sims, it wouldn't make sense because you technically cannot do that. So I decided to just build a small house for a single sim, so kind of fits representation over there. But yeah, either way, it is a pretty beautiful build, I think, in my opinion. I really enjoyed doing this build in particular, and also adding all the landscaping items. We started off with working on the structure, which I refer to Pinterest too for that, and we are working now on the landscaping, which is a pretty heavy part of the video, if I'm not mistaken. The landscaping is a lot. So I decided to like combine terrain tool and also landscaping debug objects and base game and stuff like that all together, so it looks very neat. I really like the outcome. I really like how colorful it is, but I really hope that you guys also will like it, because I definitely enjoyed doing the landscaping and stuff. And landscaping is pretty much my favorite part of any build, to be honest. If you were to think of non-building in building, like placing objects, I think landscaping is my go-to like interest or hobby when it comes to like building in The Sims. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed the landscaping this build, even though I don't really use the terrain tool that much. I usually just place like bushes and stuff like that, but it is fun for me because it's very colorful in a way that it looks very happy and it suits the theme also. So for the landscaping, I decided to just make it a very colorful landscaping with a lot of like purples and greens and also a bit of reds. And this house, I think, also has a pond at the back part of the house, which I will be using with the Get Famous pack debug object or live edit object, instead of making a artificial pond using the tool. Using the terrain tool. And I thought that it would be easier that way, since if I use the pond tool, it will take up a lot of my thinking skills to like actually decide where to place the pond, rather than like placing an object pond instead. So I decided to just use the object pond that is from the debug menu of the Get Famous pack later on in the video. But over here, I'm just decorating the walls of the cottage with a lot of like bougainvillea or crawling flowers that are from the Jungle Adventure pack. I decided to also make it very, very overgrown with these flowers, because I wanted to make it look like it is very, very magical. So I decided to do that. And then in the front also, I added in some decoration from the Romantic Garden pack, which is a stuff pack, I believe. I decided to put in that overall overhead looking thing in the front part of the house next to the entrance. As for the layout of the house, it was pretty easy for me to achieve. There wasn't any much problem, but I decided to like change the layout afterwards. So I will be removing like one window from the back part of the house, which I put using the Snowy Escape pack, which I will just be removing because I suddenly like change the position of the rooms that I wanted to include in this build. And then over here, I decided to also include kind of this messy looking pathway with the debug menu of the base game and also the terrain tool, combining them together and making it look like it is a pathway of wooden stairs, which are pretty old. And by the way, this house is definitely functional. I play tested it after I built it, so there isn't any issue for your Sims if they want to move around or access some of the stuff in this house. So it is 100% functional. And then over on the front here, I decided to include a bunch of trees and combine them with a whole lot of different colors together to make it look more magical and more lived in. I really like how it looks like in the end, so make sure to stick around to the end of the video to see how it looks like overall. And I also included this small bicycle from the base game update recently. It's not recently, I think a few months ago, I'm not too sure, but I decided to include that bicycle to make it look more cuter, because it has like a bunch of flowers in the basket of the front part. And then over here, I decided to place this flower arrangement thing from the seasons pack and combine it with one very big flower decoration from the My Wedding Stories game pack. So I decided to just fill it in with a lot of flowers and decorate it very, very nicely. But then over here, you can see that the floor plan has already been set up. So I didn't include me thinking, like doing the floor plan and thinking at the same time, because I thought that it would take a lot of time for this video. So I decided to just narrow it down a bit and make the floor plan readily visible. But the floor plan, like I said, worked out pretty nicely. I didn't really have any issues with figuring out where I wanted to put the stuff. But before I talk further about this build, I just want to say that, or I just want to inform or make an announcement that I am currently doing some streaming. If you want to like join in the stream and chat a bit, you can definitely do so. You can just refer to the link in the description box down below. I stream every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at nighttime. For me, it's nighttime, but for you, it might be not time. Maybe it might not be nighttime. Maybe it's in the morning, but you can definitely refer to the times that are scheduled on my Twitch. But anyways, over here of the build is going to be the kitchen, which is a pretty small space. Initially, I think I wanted to include or make this space a dining space, but I didn't end up doing so because I thought that a smaller kitchen would be more sensible and it would make more sense. So I decided to make it very plainly decorated. There isn't much of decoration going on in the kitchen, but it's pretty functional, so that's what matters, I guess. And yeah, I just extended it a bit to put in a fridge and also squeeze in a sink. so that it has those elements that are a complete kitchen. And then over here is just going to be the living room, which ends up being pretty nice. I think I like it. I decided to include that triangular shaped chair that I believe is from Seasons pack. And then I also decided to include the sofa that is from the Realm of Magic pack, which is the magical pack. And at first I also wanted to make this build a pack limited build, but I didn't end up doing so because I decided to include a whole lot of other stuff from other packs to make it look more complete and more nicely decorated. And that's what I did over here. I decided to include that TV that is from the Tiny Living Stuff pack, I believe, and just plainly decorate the living room to make it look more lived in with like a crystal there, and then also that basket of pillows and blankets that is from the Cottage Living pack, I believe. I also paired the living room with this carpet over here that is from the City Living pack, I believe. And I decided to use that swatch that looks kind of more bohemian than it is more modern. I really like the design of it, so I decided to just include it in this part of the living room as well, and this dining room. But anyways, The Sims released a werewolves pack. What do you guys think of that pack? If you like it or not, or anything you have in mind, please let me know. I would really like to know because I haven't purchased that pack yet, although I'm planning to because it looks pretty amazing from the trailer and other content from people that I see on Twitter. I think I will be buying it maybe in a few days, maybe maybe not, but who knows. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that pack in the comments if you want to let me know. Over here is going to be the bathroom, which is a pretty small bathroom. I hate decorating bathrooms, so I decided to just make it a simple 2x2 bathroom with the complete necessities that a bathroom should have. And then over here is just going to be the only bedroom that belongs to the household that lives here, which is a single sim. I decided to just make it a complete bedroom with like a table and a computer and also a wardrobe that is from the update that Hey Harry designed. I decided to use that wardrobe simply because it looks nicer compared to the other ones. And then over here is going to be a little sunroom where I imagine the sim that lives here, who is a fairy core person, they have this sunroom to keep up with like planting magical herbs and stuff. But yeah, and then over here is going to be just the outer part of the house, which I will just decorate simply. I decided to include a little pond from the debug menu of the Get Famous pack. Like I said, it is a pretty nice pack, and here I was just searching for it, and at this point I forgot which pack it's from, but I figured that it was a like either Get Famous or Get Together, so I decided to like search for both, and I found it eventually. And then over here is just going to be a simple decoration with a like outdoorsy table. I didn't include a barbecuer because I thought that fairies don't really use barbecuer pits or anything like that. But anyways, here I'm just decorating the rest of the backyard, but it is going to be the final part of this video. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed my narration over it. I really hope that you guys will like this build as much as I did building it. If you want to download it on the gallery, you can do so under my ID, which is simmerkhai. You can also download the tray files in the description box down below under my Patreon. Other than that, I really hope that you guys have a good day or night or weekend wherever you are, and I hope to talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!